In this video, we will show you how to replace your headlamp assembly on this 2003 to 2011 Mercury Grand Marquis. The headlamp assembly is right out in front of the vehicle. Let's get started. All right, friends, let's get started on our job. To gain access, let's go ahead and remove this plastic panel that comes across the front under the hood. To do that, you'll find that you have 3 of these push clips. For each of them, all you have to do is turn it counterclockwise and lift it up and out. There should be one in the center, right here, and then there's one at the far end. Once you've done that, go ahead and remove this from the vehicle. With that out of the way, you have a clear view of the wiring harness that leads to the backside of your headlight bulb. Now let's go ahead and turn the headlight bulb out of here, pull it up to an area that we can access it, and remove the wiring from it. Generally for this, you can reach down inside and turn this counterclockwise to remove it. Ours is a little tight right now, so I'll continue on with some pliers, reach down in here, and continue on by turning this. We can pull this out of the headlight. Now let's bring this up to where we can access it. Now go ahead and remove that bulb. Along the back side of the headlamp assembly, we'll continue on by removing our 3 8mm headed bolts that hold the headlamp assembly to the body of the vehicle. Let's use my magnet to grab that. Once you have all 3 of those mounting bolts out of there, you're going to want to continue on to removing your 2 11mm mounting nuts that hold the side marker in place as well. Now that we have those nuts out of there, go ahead and grab onto that lamp assembly, carefully pull it up and over your fender. With that out of the way, you have clear access to this 1 8mm headed bolt. Remove it. Up along the top, there's a little tab. You can press this down and press the headlamp out of the body of the vehicle. Now you can grab onto your lamp assembly, pull down on that bumper cover as needed to remove the lamp assembly from the vehicle. And there it is, friends. All right, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new headlamp assembly. Before we go ahead and slide this into the vehicle, have a look at this area right here. This is where you would come to make the adjustment for the beam of the headlight itself once everything is fully installed. Now with that said, let's carefully slide this into place. There we are. Once it's in there, we can reattach the bumper cover to the body of the vehicle. Make sure that's secure. Make sure your bumper cover is secured. Let's slide this back into place. Continue on with your 2 mounting nuts. To put these in here, I'll start them right into the socket, put it down into position, and start them in by hand. Once they're both started, snug them up. Let's continue on to starting in all 3 of our mounting bolts for the headlamp assembly. To start these in, I'll put it on my magnet, put it right down into the hole, and start turning it clockwise to get it started. After all 3 of them are started in there, snug them up. Let's take that bulb, we'll slide it on here. There we are. Make sure that's secure. Now let's go ahead and put this in position inside the headlamp assembly. When you're doing this, you want to be extremely careful not to touch the glass on the headlamp bulb itself. Once it feels like it's slid into position, go ahead and line up those tabs and turn it clockwise to lock it in. Just turn that clockwise till it's completely locked in. Give it a wiggle to make sure it's secured. All right, let's put on our plastic panel here. We'll start in the center. Now we'll carefully put each side down into place as well. Once it's in place, continue on with each of your push clips. There should be one in the center. Get our last one on here. Okay friends, we showed you how to install one side of your headlamp assemblies. The process will be the exact same thing for either side of the vehicle. Once you've done that, go ahead and put the key in the on position and test the headlamp functionality, high and low beam.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.